Namaste everyone. I welcome you to my channel Pratibha with Biotechnology. Today in this video, you are going to understand about emotional intelligence. Many of us are aware of IQ, that is intelligence quotient, designed to measure intellectual intelligence. It gives a score from a series of tests. Higher IQs indicate better cognitive abilities or the ability to learn and understand. People with higher IQs are more likely to do well academically without exerting the same amount of mental effort as those with lower IQ scores. A logical assumption, therefore, is that people with higher IQs will be more successful at work and through life. This assumption has been proven incorrect. There is more to success than simply being clever. Emotional intelligence, that is EI, or sometimes EQ, that is emotional quotient, is a more modern concept. Now let us go through the definition of emotional intelligence, which is the measure of an individual's abilities to recognize and manage their emotions and the emotions of other people, both individually and in groups. Now let us go through the benefits of higher emotional intelligence. People with higher emotional intelligence find it easier to form and maintain interpersonal relationships and to fit into group situations. People with higher emotional intelligence are also better at understanding their own psychological state, which can include managing stress effectively and being less likely to suffer from depression. There is no correlation between IQ and EI scores. In other words, academic aptitude has no connection with how people understand and deal with their emotions and the emotions of others. This makes perfect sense. We have all met very clever people who nonetheless had no idea about how to deal with people and the reverse. Some people have high IQs and low emotional intelligence and vice versa, while some people score highly on both and same do not. IQ and emotional intelligence attempt to measure different forms of human intelligence along with personality. These measures make up an individual's psyche. Emotional intelligence is the one part of the human side that we can develop and improve by learning and practicing new skills. You can learn more about these skills and skills you need. IQ and personality are more static measures and likely to stay reasonably constant throughout life. Although you can develop your ability to complete IQ test very successfully. Elements of emotional intelligence. This can be divided into personal and social competences, which broadly split between personal and interpersonal skills on skills you need. Within each of these sections are a range of skills which are elements of emotional intelligence. Now let us go through here. Personal skills are competencies. Social skills are competences. How we manage ourselves in self-awareness. We must have emotional awareness, accurate self-assessment, self-confidence. Under self-regulation, we need to focus on self-control, trustworthiness, conscientiousness, adaptability, innovation. Then the third component is motivation. Achievement drive. We must always towards the achievement drive, commitment, initiative, optimism. Now let us go through here social skills or competences. How we handle relationships with others. I will focus on here social sector, okay? Under that empathy, that is understanding others, developing others, service orientation, leveraging diversity, political awareness. Social skills like influence, communication, conflict management, leadership, change catalyst, building bonds, collaboration and cooperation, team capabilities. Okay, these are some Personal skills and social skills competences. Personal skills are competences. There are three areas of personal skills as we discussed in the previous table or competencies in emotional intelligence. Self-awareness encompasses emotional awareness, accurate self-assessment, self-confidence. Self-awareness is the skill of being aware of and understanding your emotions as they occur and as they evolve. It is wrong to think of emotions as either positive or negative. Instead, you should think of them as appropriate or inappropriate. For example, anger is usually associated with being a negative emotion. However, it can be a completely reasonable and appropriate emotion in certain circumstances. Emotional intelligence allows us to recognize our anger and understand why this emotion has occurred. The second component, self-regulation or self-management. Self-regulation includes self-control, trustworthiness, conscientiousness, adaptability, innovation. Having learned to be aware of your emotions, the skill of self-regulation relates to managing them appropriately and proportionately. Self-management skills relate to the emotions you are feeling at any given time or any given circumstances and how well you manage them. Self-control is a fundamental part of this, but other aspects relate to what you then do. Whatever you behave in a way which is recognized as good or virtuous or not. Third component, motivation. The final personal skills aspect of emotional intelligence is motivation. Self-motivation includes our personal drive to improve and achieve, commitment to our goals, initiative or readiness to act on opportunities, and optimism and resilience. Self-motivation and personal time management are the key skills in this area. Do not make unreasonable demands on yourself. Learn to be assertive rather than just saying yes to the demands of others. Now let us go through social or interpersonal skills or competences. Interpersonal skills are the skills we use to interact with other people. Between two people. They enable us to communicate appropriately and build stronger, more meaningful relationships. Emotional intelligence includes how we understand others and their emotions and our actions and behaviors towards them. There are two key aspects. First one is empathy. Empathy is an awareness of the needs and feelings of others, both individually and in groups. And being able to see things from the point of view of others. Empathy helps to develop a stronger understanding of other people's situations. It includes understanding others, developing others, having a service orientation, and leveraging diversity and political awareness. Empathy can often be difficult to achieve. Learn to listen effectively to both the verbal and non-verbal messages of others, including body movements, gestures, and physical signs of emotion. Use questions to find out more about other people and what they are feeling, and feedback to clarify that you have correctly understood their feelings. Acknowledge and respect the feelings of others even if you disagree, and avoid making comments or statements that are judgmental and belittling, rejecting, or undermining. Social skills. Social skills encompasses a wide range of relationship and interpersonal skills. These range from leadership through to influencing and persuading and managing conflict, as well as working in a team. The term social skills covers a wide variety of skills and competencies. many of which are rooted in self-esteem and personal confidence. By developing your social skills, being easy to talk, being a good listener, being sharing and trustworthy, you also become more charismatic and attractive to others. This in turn improves self-esteem and confidence, which makes it easier for positive personal dialogue and a greater understanding and acceptance of your own emotions. Hope this video was useful. I, Dr. Pratibha K, signing off for today. I'll be back with another interesting video. Thank you for watching and thank you for being with me. Thank you.